Coming up on CPTV, Ashley Reed looks into school lunch charging policies. Numerous CPHS athletes participate in National Signing Day. And on the heels of the presidential election, the theater department opens their fall play, aptly titled The Election. Hi, I'm Drew Zimmerman.
And I'm Reese Groppentine.
Welcome to CPTV. Mitch Bolda will have your 5-day weather forecast, and Jack Gardner will bring us CP Sports highlights.
Here's what's happening at Crown Point High School.
Over the last 10 years or so, the CPHS Student Council has annually sponsored a blood drive in conjunction with the Red Cross. Year after year, numerous students step forward to donate on the premise that each pint donated saves 3 lives. Here's Haley Bramwell with more.
Many students signed up for CPHS's annual blood drive. Today, we find out the reasons why many Bulldogs decided to give blood.
The Crown Point Student Council blood drive has been going on for roughly 10 years. Today we have 130 donors coming out, and it's a really great thing because for every pint of blood that's donated, it saves 3 lives.
I'm here donating blood today because I've had many relatives that have needed blood donated, and it's always good to have an extra supply of blood so that we can all help each other out.
I've had family members that have had blood disorders and have needed blood transfusions, and I think that it would be like a great opportunity to donate. So if anyone else is in the same position, that I could help to prevent anything bad from happening. But also, I just wanted to do it. A lot of my friends are, and I think it's a really good cause.
I'm donating blood today is because I was told that for every person that donates, 3 people are saved, and I just want to try to help people.
There's so many people, every single day that, they just need blood. And I feel like it's just a noble thing to do. Being young, it's like you can't give much. So, being able to donate blood is, it's an easy way to help if you're young.
I think that everyone should be donating blood just because unless you have like a personal reason not to, there's no reason. All it does is benefit three other people per pint of blood that you donate. And that blood that you donate could potentially save their life, and I just don't understand how you could hear that and not want to save someone else.
Whether if it's for a friend or family, giving blood is extremely important. Someday you might need that blood. For CPTV, I'm Haley Bramwell.
The CPHS Theater Department opened their fall production last weekend with performances of Don Zolaitis' The Election. The show is a timely and funny satire in the current political scene, which tells the story of 2 high school students scratching their way to become student body president after the current embattled student body president resigns in disgrace.
It's a really good time. It's super funny. It's kind of a clever take on what we've just had, and I think after that it's a good release of all of our pent-up emotions.
It's a student body election after a scandalous issue in the high school, and so they have to have a re-election, kind of an emergency re-election. And the election at the high school mirrors some national politics, and they took some liberties, but it kind of pokes fun at the national scene. And I think that it's really funny, and given the last election that we just suffered through or went through, I think everyone kind of needs a good laugh, and I think it's relevant and timely, and I think people have a good time.
The show has 2 more performances, this Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. The box office is open today and tomorrow from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m.
Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, or FCCLA, is an organization that promotes cooperative action in the home and the community. Currently, the CPHS chapter is sponsoring a food drive during all first and second period classrooms. Food collected will be donated to 3 local food pantries. The food drive concludes this Friday, and all students are encouraged to bring in canned and packaged food items to their first and second period classrooms.
The annual November food drive donates non-perishable food items to 3 Northwestern Indiana food banks. You donate non-perishable food items to your first hour class, and the winning class gets donuts from Kim Shaw.
Peer tutoring is a service offered to all CPHS students during resource period. However, with the transformation of the former Media Center into the new Learning Commons over the last summer, CPHS administrators are finding the new commons space filled to capacity every Wednesday with tutors and those seeking academic assistance. Here to tell us more is CPTV's Allie Fernandez.
Something big that's happening in Crown Point High School this year is peer tutoring. Peer tutoring program allows students to help other students with subjects they find difficult.
We started a peer tutoring program at Crown Point High School about 2 to 3 years ago is when we really started thinking about it. We were thinking about a lot of different ways in which we could help students academically, and it just came to me, one of our greatest resources here are our students, and we have a lot of students who are very capable academically, and they work well with other students. So it just seemed like something that a lot of other schools that I had visited and talked with had adopted these programs, and I thought, well, this would be a great thing that we could start at Crown Point High School.
It's really beneficial for them because they feel very comfortable a lot of times working with the same peer tutor over a few weeks, and or just even if it's one session, they feel that sometimes the way that a student explains it to them is more comfortable for them and makes sense.
Peer tutoring has benefited me because it gives me extra time outside of class to work on things, and I'm working with someone more my age so they understand my thinking better.
I think that the peer tutoring system here will actually very much benefit students. I think that they can learn a lot just from learning from people that have taken the classes that they're taking now before, kind of getting helpful hints about how to do things differently from maybe how the teacher's saying, to make them understand it more from the eyes of another student.
I think it helps the students and the tutor because you learn the material that you have to teach them, and so the kids are getting a good experience because sometimes the teacher may not completely cover something in class, and you can go more in depth with the students than the teacher can.
The students that are wanting help and to participate are going to either let a teacher know, let their guidance counselor know, let their graduation coach know, or they can contact me or Mr. Gianfermi, and then we can get them signed up to come down for peer tutoring in the Learning Commons.
Since beginning of this year, peer tutoring has had a good impact on students and their grades. Peer tutoring is every Wednesday during Resource. For CPTV, I'm Allie Fernandez.
The tutoring service is open to all students, but you must have a signed pass from a teacher in order to participate each Wednesday.
The Guidance Department is hosting an informative technology meeting for parents of students to answer any questions about the CPHS learning platform, Buzz, and Google Docs. The meeting will take place tomorrow evening from 6 to 7 p.m. in the Learning Commons. Dual credit course withdrawal dates are approaching soon. For IUN, the last day of the withdrawal from a dual credit course is November 21st, and the last day for IU Bloomington is December 9th. This is your last opportunity to drop the course with a W reflected on your transcript.
Chicago weather forecasters are calling for falling temps and a slight chance of snow showers this weekend, and that will cause most of us to quickly forget about the mild temps we've been experiencing this fall. Here with the 5-day weather forecast is Mitch Bolda.
We have experienced temperatures well above average this entire fall season, and the rest of the week looks like it'll follow the same pattern. By Friday night, however, the temperatures will take a sharp turn and winter weather will make its way into the region. Before we get to the long-range forecast, let's take a look at what you can expect for the rest of today. Around noon, temps will climb into the mid-50s with clear skies. By 3 o'clock, we'll warm up a couple degrees to a high of 58. And then, looking into the 6 o'clock hour, we'll drop into the 40s, but those clear skies will remain. As we look to the 5-day forecast, tomorrow we'll see partly cloudy skies with a high of 70 degrees. Friday we'll see another above average high of 63, and there will be rain showers throughout the day, and especially in the afternoon. Friday night we will see a cold front move through, making our sharp turn into some winter weather. Saturday, temps will drop over 20 degrees for a high of 41 with partly cloudy skies. Saturday night, we do have a chance to see some lake effect snow, but we won't see anything very major. Sunday, we'll see partly cloudy skies, but temps will struggle to get out of the 30s. When you come back to school on Monday, expect to see partly cloudy skies and a high of 41 degrees. And that's your 5-day forecast. Have a great rest of the week.
It's official. All fall sports have concluded, and many winter sports teams are now preparing for their season. Here with the latest in CP Sports is Jack Gardner.
Hard to believe that the football team started sectional play in late October. The Dogs faced Lake Central in the first round and Maryville in the sectional finals, winning both games with scores of 10-6 and 24-19 respectively. The team traveled to Penn High School last Friday for the regional championship, and CPTV's Evan Holland was at the game.
After their first sectional title since 2011, the Crown Point football team meets their biggest test yet in Penn. A lot has changed since the two teams first met in a preseason scrimmage at the beginning of the season. Ryan Bolda will be making just his third varsity start, and Penn will be starting a new running back. On this cool November night, Crown Point will look to win their second regional title in history. Penn started scoring fast as Paula Moala took an interception back for the touchdown early in the first quarter. Crown Point struggled to move the ball on offense and did not get a first down until midway through the second quarter. At the half, Penn led 16-0, and after the Kingsmen's first drive of the second half scored them another touchdown, they led 23-0. After that, the Bulldog defense continued to slow down Penn, but the offense still struggled to move the ball and finished with only 71 yards of total offense. Despite the rough outing, Crown Point quarterback Ryan Bolda believed this was a learning experience that the team can build off of for next season.
This year's crazy, just coming in, playing in the first sectional game, my first start, winning, and then coming back for a second game against Maryville and winning. I can't believe it, but I believe strongly that we're going to come back next year, we're going to get better, we're going to be back here next year and end up winning.
Penn's fast start and dominant defense was too much to handle for the Bulldogs. Despite tonight's loss, Crown Point's unexpected turnaround after a 1-9 record last year is something this team should be proud of. The Crown Point's defense will lose many key seniors for next year, but with a young and experienced quarterback, Ryan Bolda, there is no reason why Crown Point cannot return to the regional championship again next season. For CPTV, I'm Evan Holland.
The girls' basketball team kicked off the start of the 2016-2017 season this Saturday with a win against Concord at their first home non-conference game. The Dogs defeated the Minutemen 65-41. CP junior Maya Scheidt led all scorers with 22 points, and senior Sydney Taylor was close behind while scoring 20 points. The team played in Andrean last night for their second non-conference game and defeated the 59ers. The girls next play at Goshen this Saturday at 12:30 p.m. National Signing Day took place this week, and several CPHS senior athletes signed their letters of intent. Alexis Holloway officially committed to play softball at Notre Dame, while Stephanie Rayner committed to Aurora and Mackenzie Dunlap committed to Northwestern to also play softball. For swimming, Kelsey Ardham committed to Wisconsin, and Hannah Kukuruga committed to Stanford. Kristen Lacoste committed to run track at the University of Hawaii, and Zach Hoover committed to run cross country at St. Francis University. Lastly, both Andrew Keneally and Ken Decker committed to play basketball at Christian Brothers University and DePaul University, respectively.
Feels great. Really excited to take this next step forward to college. I feel like all my hard work's finally paid off, and I'm ready to go.
We're just so happy for Andrew. He's put in a lot of hard work. I mentioned before the signing that I can remember his dad being with him after AAU practices and having him do some extra post moves and take some extra shots, and all that hard work, not just in grade school and middle school, but also in high school, is culminated in this very memorable day for him where his college education's paid for and he gets to go play college basketball. It's really neat.
Lastly, the Fall Sports Awards is taking place tonight in the auditorium for all athletes who have participated in a fall sport. The awards begin at 6:30 p.m. And that's it for sports.
That'll do it for this show.
Remember, you can view this show, as well as all of our past episodes, at cptvmedia.com.
You could also follow us on Twitter at CPTV Media.
For Mitch Bolda, Jack Gardner, and all of us here at CPTV, I'm Drew Zimmerman.
And I'm Reese Groppentine.
We'll see you next week.
Take care.